I'm Pad. Surnames are overrated, so in the coaching world I'm known as Pad. I'm wondering how many of you have delved into or have ever utilized archetypes in any shape or form. Can I see some hands?
Okay. And how many of you have never heard the term archetype ever in your lives before? Okay, perfect.
Because I had some techniques that I hadn't seen anybody else using. I was combining NLP with some cognitive behavioral therapy and some other stuff from Carl Jung and came out with a particular approach.
So it would be a good place to start with what on earth are archetypes? So are they characters? Are they roles we play? Can we define them as energies or personalities? Are they spiritual things? Are they soul things, mental things?
It is a kind of set of energies or characters that every one of us has inside of us as a potential that you can tap into in great force at any time. And what you'll probably find in your life is if you're stuck in a certain situation, it's because you're trying to approach it with an ineffective archetype. And if you can switch into another mode, which you can do instantly, it will help you obliterate the things that have been getting in your way.
I like to be simple about these sorts of things, and I basically have two definitions. One, they're deep. And the second, they're everywhere.
One more time, should we do one more time?
Okay. What we're going to do is you're going to hit this, and with the energy that came up from that hit, you're then going to turn and you're going to do your speech one more time. You know where this is going. Ready? Come on. 1, 2, 3, go! Right, go!
My name is John. I help businesses to understand their data better so they can make much better decision making.
Woo! Yeah! What does that mean? They are universal. They're universally recognized, whatever race, creed, culture, language, whatever geographical location you're dealing with, and this has been the case throughout history, period.
Team Me is focused upon archetypes.
No. You're not scared, are you?
And then I got the Los Angeles Philharmonic Orchestra involved, which was nice. So we've got them backing me up on the audiobook.
The warrior likes to get things done, has a mission focus, sometimes doesn't care about other people at all, just gets the job done. In the balanced state, the warrior is courageous, action-orientated, confident, competitive, enforces boundaries, one of the absolute key issues for a warrior, finishes the job, and so we could go on. The sage, so this is where you start thinking about the sort of Mr. Spocks or Sherlock Holmes of the world, where it's a lot of, they're in their heads all the time, very logical, looking for evidence, not too much emotion going on with the sage. But you can do this on the back of a beer mat in a pub and still, you know, people are sitting there going, wow, you know me so well, because you're just playing back to them some of the things that you can see there. So, Diana, yours sounds like the biggest, juiciest problem of all. I like yours, but this has financial repercussions. This is going to affect her for years, so let's do it. Yeah. Diana, are you happy to come on? What would stop you from doing that?
Nothing.
Okay, fine. So I don't actually hear a challenge in that area. I can see that there's a gap, but I'm not perceiving that there's actually a challenge there. The overheated state very often takes place when the individual's needs are not being met. And so they just throw more of their usual way of doing things into the situation in order to get the result, in order to get their needs met.
When you get to my age, no guesses please, but when you get to my age, you begin to start thinking about legacy. And when you start thinking about legacy, you think, what can I leave behind when I'm off this mortal coil?
So of the profile that we've got at the moment, we still then have the lover as being, there's a bit of a gap going on there. Do you see that you need to shift that up in order to make this work for you? Yes? Then what is going to, what's the plan, what's the way forward for that?
He's really good.
The warrior becomes hostile, compulsive, volatile, impatient, abusive, defiant. Has anybody ever come across somebody with those sort of characteristics? Oh, just a handful and a few nods, yes. Has anybody actually exhibited any of those qualities themselves? Yeah. There's some vulnerability in this room. I like this. Well done.
Just to finish up, as the journey continues, a lovely quote from Winston Churchill. Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts.
That's great. Thank you.
For your thoughts only. And we're done. Thank you.